Hi, everyone. Most of you know me. I'm Jules Marie, and I have a social media marketing company in Louisville, Colorado. And I just want to talk to you today about Google My Business. And if you follow me on Facebook or LinkedIn, you've seen my posts in which I am continually encouraging you to work on your Google My Business profile page. So I want to just give you a few more reasons why and show you some examples that should help you understand why I feel that it is so important. And you will see me looking away because I have some notes here. And more importantly, I want to share a screen with you that shows you exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's take a look at uh, Google My Business. So here is a Google My Business. I got this Gmail. Uh, I got this Gmail, and this is for one of my clients that has a apartment complex, and they were renting it. And they sent me these photos, and I was like, "Wow, this one's really pretty. I like it." And I put it on Facebook, and it did really well. And what I have found is a lot of times whatever my best post of the week is on Facebook is the one that I'm most likely going to use on Google My Business. If it did well there, it's going to do well as a post on Google My Business. So, but let's back up. Let's talk about what Google My Business is. It is a place for you to create a presence online that will allow people to find you, your location, your products, your services, your reviews, your information more easily than if you did not use Google My Business. So Google My Business puts you on the map. You know, when you go to search for something, you can click the little red balloon and it'll have their directions built into that balloon. It'll take you right to a restaurant. Maybe it'll take you to a trailhead, an airport. You never know. Okay, so that's why one of the main reasons why we would want to use it. um, the other piece are the photos. They allow us to add photos about our business, interior, exterior, customer photos. They don't, in fact, I've read blogs that say they don't want professional photos, they just want photos. So anyway, I thought it was really great. I can't remember the last time they said over 1,000 people uh, liked a photo. So I came in and I looked at it, and here it is. And it's now up to 3.9. So this photo in 1 week, it just showed 1W, is going to have been viewed almost 4 million times. In fact, I looked at it earlier this morning and it was at 3.8. It's now at 3.94, and probably only a couple of hours have gone by. Why does it help? It increases your views, it increases your ranking, your credibility. A lot of people saw it. So let's say somebody searches for an apartment for rent in Boulder, then there is a very good chance that the apartment listing I wrote that went with this photo will show up to them. So that's how we would use Google My Business to get content to somebody, and then hopefully to convert them by having that fabulous image, having solid content, and then link where they could get more information. So let's go back. A lot of, variety of photos here. They have a very popular place called the Bus Stop. 35 million views on that. This was a very huge project for them, but as a rental company, they tend to get a lot more views uh, than many of my other clients. Look, the construction of this property, 55,000 views. Also, I have to admit, the reason it got so many views is it's the former Gentlemen's Club in Boulder, Colorado, and they called it the Bus Stop Apartments, kind of, as a spin-off on that club. So there was just so much publicity around this thing. So this is a video of them dropping the cornerstone. Every building has a cornerstone. It was an incredible ceremony. Everybody came out for. Everybody was there, mayor included. So anyway, so when you're on your Google My Business page, you will, it has a homepage to show you how everything's doing, shows you where your reviews are, shows the latest post. I put this in for them yesterday. You write a post there, much like you do on Facebook. No hashtags. We don't really use hashtags. Let me close that. And then They go into finding you on maps, viewing me on search. This is where earlier somebody said to me, well, but my client, they're not in the right place on the map. And I said, go get them on the map. There's that little red balloon, click the balloon and move it. Google will send an email saying, we received information that your location has changed, and they will send you a postcard in the mail to verify where you are located. So there are times I've heard where the location is incorrect. So let me see if there's anything else. And this is where you go into post. You get a nice update. You can just put in a photo, your post, and they give you preset buttons to use, real easy. They only say post once a week, at least. For new clients, I tend to post more because every single post you write is helping Google understand more about you. So I tend to emphasize the keywords and the benefits more for my clients when I write a post on Google My Business than I do, for instance, on Facebook. Okay. It's also very important to fill out this info section, extremely important, because you really need everything right here. This is where we got on the map by using the correct address, right? Shows what our service areas are. This is important to people. Where do you do business? Longmont, Boulder. Now, if you don't have your hours correct, this is important because, you know, Easter, right? Let's say you go to buy chocolate at a place and you drive an hour to get there and you get there and they're closed. And you didn't know that because when you did a Google search on them, it showed they were open. That store forgot to update their hours. So very important to have updated hours here. It shows Thistle. I've already marked that they're closed on Easter, 4/4. Their phone number's there, website is there, contact information. Very important for you to create a category. They allow you to choose 10 categories with subcategories. So choose the primary one, and then you have 9 secondary categories. Health and safety, they're asking everybody now to fill out. Do you have to do this? Do you have to wear a mask? Do you need a temperature check? And then they give you a place to write a description about the business. So all of this is information that they are feeding, that they are the search engine, Google. So everything you're writing is going into the search engine, okay? They'll also let you create a website from here. Most of my clients don't use it. It says right there, not yet published, but they pull in all your pictures and what you write, and they keep everything here for you, okay? Otherwise, on Google My Business, you don't get fans and followers. You get search results. Very different. That's why you want to use it. Okay. Here's what my Google My Business page looks like. Now I'm the admin. I own this page. So you see this different. If you went and searched for me under 33 words, you would see something a little different. But the bottom line here is that you've now got this real pretty little dashboard on the side. I call this a dashboard. All that information you just filled out in that dashboard now is right here. So everything is there. There are the reviews. There's my description. Here's some of my photos. Recently posted photos will appear here. Let me go back to the top. There's my name, 33 words. You can add a longer business name. So I added social media because that helps with the search. And, you know, just even a few years ago, when you Googled a company, it would just show maybe 10 places on the page, right? And there would just be a URL that you could click on, and it would take you to the website. And then you'd have to fumble around and look for things. Okay. Now, with Google My Business, this cute little box pops up. There's the link to my website. There's directions to find me. You can save me. You can call me. You can look at my reviews. You don't have to go searching for more information about me because they're telling you she's in Louisville, she's open at 10 in the morning, here's her phone number. I updated this yesterday. I have an appointment link that I do have that I didn't have on Google My Business. It's there. They allow you to add products and services. I'm adding those. There's a place for questions and answers. What's interesting about that section is you don't, it's not a place on your profile for you to fill out. Customers fill it out. So somebody might come here and ask you a question and then you reply to it. my suggestion to people is they always seed their Q&A. They write the questions that people are likely to ask. That way you have questions right there. Like if you're a restaurant, do you deliver? Go ahead and ask that question and say, yes, we deliver. Do you have an app we can use? Yes, we have an app. So whatever you hear constantly are the questions that you should put right here into the Q&A. Okay. And then you have the reviews. So um, I looked at my Google My Business page last night and I thought, well, I have 9 reviews, I have 5 stars, but I want to get more reviews. So I sent an email out to several of my clients, current clients, and said, hey, you know how important it is to shine on Google. They know that because I manage their Google. And I said, and I would like to increase my reviews. If you have the time and would be willing, um, would you write a review? And they give you a place to get your review link on your the other dashboard that I showed you. There's a short URL. It's probably 15 characters. So I included that in my email, and all they have to do is click on it. However, here's the caveat. My research shows that research shows that 64% of people you ask for a review will write one. Okay. Sometimes people write them on Yelp. Sometimes they write them on your website, sometimes on your Facebook page. There are a variety of places. On LinkedIn, you could have recommendations. So it's important that you try to get reviews in many places, because somebody may be looking for a business reference and finds you on LinkedIn. But what if you've been on there for 20 years and don't have one single recommendation? So every once in a while, I send emails out, even for LinkedIn, and I ask my clients to please write a recommendation for me on LinkedIn. I've kept this current over the years and have almost 24 recommendations, because people don't get letters of reference anymore, right? So this is a way for those people I've worked for to say something nice about me. Okay, and then there's a place to have a description of your company, so that they know more about you. So I did a description, and then I added a lot of keywords right here. Okay. And then some of the photos, and they'll flip through 13 at a time. So that's really important, because now you want people to be able to find you. I'm over here on the map. I have a PO box. In order to use Google My Business, you have to get verified. They're not just going to put anybody, here's the map. They're not just going to put anybody on the map. Doesn't that look cool? My cover photo, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, really cool. So you'll see that I'm right here, 33 words, social media. There's the US Social Security Administration, Safeway, Lowe's, Home Depot. So these people have claimed their listings. Okay. So if they click on this, then that's gonna open directions to get to me. Okay. So that puts them on the map. I mean, that puts me on the map. That puts you on the map. This is why you want to use Google My Business, because it is so critical for your success with what we call local SEO, local search. Okay. Anyway, there's so much more that I could tell you. I would be glad to schedule a coaching session with you to go over this. Probably in less than 2 hours, we could accomplish everything we need to on Google My Business, or bit by bit, you could tackle it on your own. Go into your set your Google up, and then start filling in all that information that they're asking for. And, be clear about what it is that you do. Use those keywords. Don't just say, I love living in Louisville and I have a great family. Say something in that description about why people would want to contact you over some other business. And also make certain those categories are correct, because when people go searching for something, you need to be in that category. Like I'm in a category of social media, marketing management, right? You have 10 categories. So anyway, work on that. If you need any help, let me know, reach out to me. I would be glad to work with you, and just make sure that you can shine online. That is always my goal. All right. Okay. Take care. See you in the next video.